No, it's just, it would make me nervous where she had said the money had been cut back already. Next year is probably gonna be even less. So then you stand a chance of getting less or not getting any at all if we don't get on it.
Right. I agree. I would recommend a July special meeting, but that's entirely up to you.
So that would be 13 funds, 2013 funding,
right.
But the work to be done in 2014.
Right. Well, what would happen is once you got the authority to borrow, then you could start in on all the engineering. The thinking was you get all the engineering and all the plans laid and get ready to bid for 2014, Bob, and then also work on the CDBG grant, which you would apply for. I think she said it would be November the application comes out, and then it's in January, and then you know in March if you have the CDBG. So the timing works well if we vote in July, because then you'll have the authority. You can go to the bond bank. You know the town's going to proceed with the project, so you can get the engineering and stuff done, and the bid documents done.
It'd be nice to grab that money while we have the option.
Right. Well, it'll be up to the town. We want to present it in its best possible light and give it the attention it deserves. I'm afraid at town meeting, there's so many other competing things going on in that. Sometimes those projects, you don't really talk them out. So maybe, if it's warranted, maybe a motion to put the vote for borrowing for the funds out into a July special town meeting.
So the better.
We have a motion for that first.
Yeah, I'd make that motion that we have delay that until the July special meeting, town meeting, special meeting.
Second. Any further discussion? All in favor? Unanimous, Sam?
I'll let Norm Leamy know that. Here we have draft warrant, building permit. We have a number of things under this article. I've been dealing with the lawyer today. First of all, in your packet, you do have the draft warrant as it stood last week. You also have the draft building permit ordinance. Well, it's not a draft, it's the building permit ordinance that I changed a few things around and I'm presenting tonight as a draft for your consideration. But let's work on first things first. The first thing we need to work on is the election warrant that is the June 11th ballot. And what the lawyer would like, and what's technically required by law, is an order from the select board to place 2 questions on the June ballot, and to set a date and time for a public hearing.
Question 1, I prefer it to be a town meeting so everybody has a chance to speak out about it. That was part of
On the explanatory note, this is a non-binding advisory vote to give the select board direction. So that means they would vote on it, and then the selectmen still would have the option of
Right.
Pursuing it.
Right.
Pursuing the ordinance. There's no ordinance at this time, so if we received basically a straw vote and the majority said yes, we would like to go to a referendum ballot, then we would know to prepare that ordinance and that.
I think you're going to get more people with at the vote in June, then you are at the town meeting, and you're gonna get a better idea how people feel about doing this.
Oh, and if they, I was just vote it down totally, then you don't go to all the work of preparing the ordinance.
Right.
Till,
Right.
you know, another
Right.
year, try it another year. See,
This is, basically, we wanna find out that this is the direction they wanna go, and this is the direction the town wants to go, then we need to honor that.
This is what some of the other towns do, as I recall. Rumford does this.
Mexico,
Mexico,
Jay,
Peru.
Peru, Jay, yeah, a lot of towns have switched to the, because you get more of a turnout, more people have a say in on the.
That's been my experience. You get more people at the voting booth than they do at the town meeting.
I think we had about 60 people at town meeting last
Yeah.
year.
You get vocal ones, but you get different ones.
The other question was prepared by the lawyer representing the withdrawal committee. That was forwarded by Bob. That is question 2. Then we need a public hearing, not so much on the straw vote, but you need a public hearing on the withdrawal agreement.
So we understand the particulars of it.
Right. Right.
So, if we agreed to this, then this needs to be voted on and signed tonight. That would be the first thing that we need to do to meet the timeframes of referendum law.
Could we have, somehow, could we explain to, if we were to pursue this, could we explain to the people so that they understand question 1, what that really means? You know, you look at legal language, it could be a little confusing. I'm not sure how you do that, but I've read it twice now just to understand what it means. And
In other words, it's lawyer's language for we take no responsibility for what happens.
Well, it's basically, do you want the selectmen to pursue an ordinance to set up your town meeting by referendum rather than by hand vote, town meeting vote? I mean, it looks a little intimidating, but hopefully, we can explain it very easily at the public hearing. We could bring this up first and say what the intent of that is. And just give a general explanation that, we would no longer have traditional town meeting, we would vote on our budget by secret ballot at the June election. That's basically what that is.
The voting would be preceded by an informational meeting about the budget items.
Well, that's what you're ordering. I mean, then you'd have to craft an ordinance where you would lay out what happens.
typically, they do that on the same day, same evening. They have the hearing about the budget, and then they have the vote afterward, or how, the hearing is beforehand.
The public hearing, I would imagine, would be beforehand, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much like school.
It's an informational
Yeah.
thing. You give information, then they go vote.
Is that May 20th date set in stone? Or can it be the
No, it's
21st?
not, but this has to be signed by the end of the week.
Well, the
so-
21st is the RSU informational hearing, so that wouldn't be a good date for it.
22nd. Anything but the 20th.
That's our regular selectmen's. So you're not gonna be here for the regular selectmen's meeting?
Conveniently, yeah. Probably not. I have, well, my job comes first, so.
This is your job. You're compensated.
Well, okay.
Which job comes first?
I want to make the motion on how much you should pay me.
I'll bring it up to the townspeople.
Yeah,
See if they work.
yeah, I know what it'll say.
You can have my raise.
Yeah.
I mean, do you really want to be here, Hart, for this particular item? Because you will be missing the whole selectmen's meeting if you're not going to be here for this.
No,
Okay.
I guess I'm all set then.
Good.
June 11th is, when was the informational meeting?
20th.
We would like to set the public hearing for this for May 20th, the start of our regular selectmen's meeting that night.
Oh, okay, there it is, yeah, okay.
Then that'll explain both
Yeah.
questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Figure about from 5 to 6 will be public hearing, and then from 6 on would be our selectmen's meeting.
Don't we
It probably is
usually
not going to be a lot on the agenda.
meet on the
that
2nd and 4th?
Yeah, isn't May 20th the, no?
It's the,
May is the 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, I didn't have a selectman
It's
meeting
the
written in my phone for the 20th.
6th.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, we
Uh,
definitely.
Sixth is the first Monday in May.
Second,
Right.
yeah, the second and fourth Mondays, the selectmen meeting.
Right, but the sixth is the first Monday.
Second,
13th
Yeah.
is
Or
the
the
second
20th is the
Monday.
second.
27th would be the.
27th would be the
27th would be the
fourth
select-
Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's gotta be the, well, as I said to Bob, it's gotta be before the 24th. That's your
So
deadline.
then
Yeah,
you've gotta
yeah.
do it
It's
on
too
the
soon to
6th,
do it for the 6th.
or on the 13th.
The
by
13th,
itself.
13th perhaps.
We could do it on the 13th if that's the start of the regular selectmen's meeting.
It's gotta be 14 days, doesn't it? Most
I'd
hearings
like
have
to
to
be
be 14
Seven,
days.
you have to
You
give
will be,
I'll be in the
Oh,
13th, yeah.
yeah.
10 days before the election and 7 days, you gotta give 7 days notice for the public hearing. So it's at least 17 days beforehand.
Then you can do
Which
it
is
on
the
the
24th.
13th,
So you
but
can
it
do it
would
on-
not be followed by a selectmen's meeting.
When is the selectmen's meeting? I'm sorry.
6th and the
6th.
20th.
Sixth.
And the 27th.
So we can either do it on the 6th,
6th and the,
The
no,
13th and the
13th.
27th.
thank you, the 13th and the 27th.
so we could do it on the 13th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it on
Yes.
the 13th.
All right.
13th.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, look at that, we solved
Sorry.
that, all the problems at
Glad
once.
I asked, huh? All right,
At 5.
that, I will be there.
Yes, at 5. Yes, at 5. No more 6 o'clock.
You have whiteout, Sam?
Not
No, but I mean, back at your desk.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, yeah, okay. We'll just change that from the 20th to the 13th. If that's okay with you, we'll need a motion to vote and signatures.
Have a motion on this, please?
3 pages to sign.
Move we have a hearing on 2 items, as in question 1 and 2, on the 13th, prior to the selectmen's meeting of May.
Well, you're moving this order, you just moved the order.
Move this. All set? Yeah?
Which is what it was.
Okay.
2 questions, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? I'll start. This the one we signed?
Yep. And then you have 3 originals to sign.
Are you gonna talk, Jean, are you
Yeah.
gonna talk while they're signing?
No.
Now we don't have to go to town to see if we're paying the salary.
No, I guess we don't.
Do you? I want to suffer that embarrassment.
Well, actually, they do, they vote on the executive department, if there's any cuts, we know where we'll take it out.
There you go.
They don't have much to cut though.
What's the first year you came on, we voted to give
Give it all back, I think.
Give up a month.
a month's pay to all of us so that they could have the Christmas stuff.
Oh,
Actually, I wasn't aware there was money involved in this job.
You thought you were gonna give up your
Yeah.
time,
Okay. So that is the order
You
for
say
the
you did it,
referendum.
you did it for the money, is that what you said?
I wasn't aware of money.
Now, we have the next item for the election. Am I passing that down?
Nothing was recorded.
one for everybody. They have to be posted, right? So,
3.
3, right? And this, I'm sending around. No, we didn't get it yet. This is the second item of business, dealing with the ballot.
Did we lose the school board member? Oh, that's right. He decided to run again, yes.
He's
Bruce
still,
is running.
Bruce again,
he's still running. Still has to be elected.